So here we are today. We're out here in Mendocino.
What's up?
Out near the beach. It's Justin, and this is...
You got Will here.
It's Will. So Will, what car are we in today?
We're in the 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe Turbo.
Turbo. Okay. So what made you go with the turbo model?
That?
That? No, I heard that. I heard that. So what do you have done to it so far?
Got the custom Catback exhaust.
Yeah.
Custom made intake. Need to do a catch can.
Yeah.
O2 housing, no cats.
No cats.
The thermal muffler on the end that I got courtesy of Ed.
Okay, that's what's up. Keep it in the family.
Yep.
That's what's up. So, how do you feel about your car so far? Do you like it? Do you have any type of reservations about owning it?
It's a really fun car. My only gripe is the transmission can be a little rough.
Yeah.
Even with the short shifter, but maybe it's just the brand that I got. I got a Torque Solutions short shifter. So maybe it's just that. There's one company in Canada, it's called ATQ. They specialize in Genesis custom parts. ATQ stands for Addicted to Quality. So, and I haven't heard any bad reviews about them. So.
Not with a name like that, right?
Right.
It's brave to have a name like that. So, what future mods do you have in mind for this car?
Definitely coilovers. I'm tired of riding the stock height.
You want more low?
I need that low life.
Are you gonna stance it?
Nah. No stance. It needs to be functional.
Function. So function over stance, huh?
Always.
Okay. Okay. And how old are you?
23.
23. It's a fast car for a 23-year-old.
It's not that fast, but
it's not that fast.
It's kind of fast, but it's not that fast.
It's kind of.
I can't even lie. It's not that fast.
Yeah. So, what other cars do you currently own?
I also got the 91 Miata that some of you guys may have seen. Still working on that.
Mimi
trying to get the funds for that going. It's hard to do two cars at once, but that one's primarily going to be just drifting, bashing, and this one's going to be the nice car, looking car.
So you have two front-engine, rear-wheel drive cars. So how do these two cars contrast with each other between the Miata and the Genesis?
Well, power obviously, but
right.
The Miata definitely handles on a completely different level. Everything's very well balanced, but it's really hard to say with that old stock suspension that's still sitting on. Super bouncy.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you hate most about your car right now?
Mostly. Mostly just the transmission. That's my biggest gripe. If that wasn't, if it was made better, then I really wouldn't have any gripes because the car's great.
Yeah.
It runs good. I haven't had any real issues with it, if any.
Yeah.
Just about to be on 60,000 miles. So I have to probably do a coolant change, spark plugs.
Yeah.
Get new stuff in there. But other than that, no big gripes. It's still a fun car.
What do you love most about the car?
Rear-wheel drive turbo.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that.
I drove front-wheel drive for a while, and it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, so you really like the FR setup, the front engine rear-wheel drive?
Yes, I do.
Now, how do you think about Hyundai, Kia as a brand, versus the stigma that used to be attached to them as a brand?
It used to be hot, boo-boo, garbage. not one time when I was younger, when Hyundai and Kia was around, did I say, oh, I want a Hyundai or I want a Kia. Nobody said that.
Right.
But they completely just changed directions. They've really got their engineering on a completely different level from what it used to be. So now it's, yeah, I own a Hyundai.
You proud?
Yeah.
Yeah. So would you keep the stock badges, or would you put the KDM badges on it?
Oh, I've already got oh, that's right. I've got the front. I did a custom grill, so there's no badge in the front, and only the Genesis wing badge on the rear.
Okay.
So So whenever anybody's trying to figure out what it is, they never guess.
What do you think about Hyundai now moving to make Genesis like kind of its own brand, like Lexus?
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The one thing I really hope they do is put a V8 in the coupe.
Yeah. Oh, some power. Woo! Feels good. Oh, it's nice. So this was the year that they went to the twin scroll turbo, right?
Yep.
Nice. So this was about 300 horsepower crank when it was stock.
Yep.
It's nice.
But now I don't know the numbers because I need to get a retune.
Yeah.
With all the mods that I have on it.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about the whole state of tuning versus throwing parts at the car? Do you feel like tuning is necessary? Because a lot of people just kind of buy parts and just throw it on. Do you think tuning is essential to being in the import game at this point, or do you think that the new ECUs are smart enough on their own?
At first, I used to think you could just throw mods on and it would work. I was in that first category. But now seeing that I have all these mods on a good turbo car, I really feel like a good tune will maximize the power.
Yeah.
And not waste anything.
Yeah.
Even now, when I get on it, sometimes you just see that black sticky smoke coming out the back. It's just wasted power. That's fuel that could be being burned up, and getting a few more ponies out of this thing.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question: have you ever encountered the dreaded Hyundai limp mode?
Yes, I have.
How do you feel when you go into limp mode?
It only happened because it was kind of self-induced, because a while back I tried running with no blow-off valve, which worked for a couple days before limp mode kicked in. It was great. It was there's a lot of differences between venting your air between your shifts and it just staying there.
Right.
A lot more. It's a lot quicker spooling. Even though everyone will say it's a 16G, it's already a small turbo, it spools quick. Well, if it doesn't have to keep spooling, then it's still faster.
Right. No, I heard that. I mean, even on my MR2, I've run without a blow-off valve sometimes, and definitely the characteristics of how the car drives change dramatically. I can say for a fact that my car is faster without a blow-off valve. But, people feel like that's a very controversial topic, so we won't really get into that. I would just tell people to go out and do their research on it and draw their own conclusion, but stop adding so much weight to the keyboard tuners that talk it, haven't lived it, and just regurgitate everything that they hear as like scientific fact. What about the clutch feel on this car? How do you feel like the clutch feel on this car is?
It's definitely different than most cars.
Right.
It's a lot more springy at certain points.
That's the word, yeah.
And somewhat soft. It's not that soft. I've been in cars, the Miata.
Yeah.
That clutch is like, you need no effort to push it in.
Right.
But it still works good. But with this car, you hit certain points, like if you push in all the way, it's kind of a dead area. I've tried to adjust it with the, I forget what it's called.
The cotter pin?
Yeah, the cotter pin.
Yeah.
I tried to adjust it with that, but I haven't quite got that down. But where it's at now, it's okay. So I haven't messed with it too much just because I don't want to, make it worse. Right.
Okay. What would you characterize as a camaraderie or like brotherhood between the other Kia owners or the Hyundai owners? Does that exist? Is there like, are the Kia and the Hyundai owners, are they friends, or are they kind of like on different sides of the same coin? What would you say?
No, there definitely is some a lot of camaraderie with Hyundais and Kias, because everybody on the outside is always like, oh, it's still just a Hyundai. Yeah, but it's not what it used to be. So
right,
as a group, it's pretty good, but even then, there's still people within the group that are like kind of, I guess I'll say self-haters.
Yeah.
Because you get to a point where there's people that do stupid stuff to their car, and then blame it on the car when really it's their fault, and then they say, "Oh, it's a Honda. It was bound to happen." No, you just shouldn't have done what you did to it.
Right.
To blow it up.
Yeah, I think there's like that group and there's that section in every group. I mean, I saw that group also in the DSMs. I think the DSMs get a bad rep because of that. What do you think about the whole Gemma thing with the information and technology shared back and forth between Mitsubishi and Hyundai? Do you think that's good or bad?
I think it's good. You know, if you need to collab with people to make stuff good, then why not?
Right.
Might as well work smarter, not harder.
Right. So what do you think about the technology being shared between like this car and the Evo? Like namely like the 16G twin scroll. Do you think it's a solid turbocharger?
I do. It runs great all the way up to red line. I haven't really pushed it past 6.5. But it runs strong. The boost doesn't fade at a certain point.
Right. So
that's nice.
MR2, I'm talking to you. CT26 troubles.
Man.
Yeah, no, I heard that. What about in terms of upgrade paths for the Hyundai Genesis? Do you think there's enough modifications that are out there in the industry? Is there enough aftermarket support for the car? Definitely
is. There's a lot of companies that do custom stuff as well, but there is a lot of mainstream stuff that you can get, like
ARC, yeah,
Concept 3. They do a lot of Hyundai Kia stuff. And it's just a lot of I forgot who does the body kits. The wide body kits. There's a lot of them. Different bumpers, the Vegas, the Hannah bumpers. Not so much for this one. There is a Vega bumper and then the Arc Legato body kit.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. And then they just came out with the Solus last year with Formula Drift. That last season they debuted that. I think it was at SEMA they did that.
Yeah, that Genesis Formula Drift car is beautiful. How you feel about it?
It's great.
Yeah.
Mine don't run as good as that one, or as powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool when you own a car and then you see that car in Formula Drift.
Yeah, definitely.
Just to see that support level there and somebody else endorsing the chassis, so it's not just you.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of says, yeah, that was a good buy. Look, we can do dope things with this car, and you probably could too. Yeah, so it kind of gives you room to grow, right?
Right. One of the biggest inspirations for getting this car was when Reese Millen had it in Formula Drift.
Yeah, I saw that car up close.
When I first saw it, I was like, man, it's a sweet car.
Yeah.
And then they changed the body style. I was like, oh, it's even better. I like this one. But I can't lie, I still like the BK1 chassis, the front end. Well, the rear end's the same anyway, but the headlights and the hood, it's pretty cool. The points, nice and sharp. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So where are you currently living?
Right now in the sticks, man.
In the sticks?
Out in Lakeport.
So
everybody always goes, "Where's Lakeport?" Near Clear Lake. Oh. And if you don't know where Clear Lake is, it's an hour north of Santa Rosa. Oh. Okay.
Nice. Just pull around this way. All right. So we're out here at the pier now. Yeah, pull through here and then loop around the building.
That squeak you're hearing, I don't know what it is. It's somewhere under the dash. I've seen one person online talk about that. It was like some weld or something under the dash, but from the chassis twisting a little or whatever, from angling on those high inclined driveways and stuff. But I don't ever hear it when I'm driving. Got the windows down, music going.
So you can come through here, come back out, and then park. So, okay. So what are the roads like out in Lakeport? What are the pros and cons?
Some of the roads are bad, but there's still a good highway, long straight.
Yeah, 29?
Yeah, 29.
Yeah.
Long straight. There's usually not that many cops.
Yeah.
Although it's hard to find a place where you can just let loose, because usually there's houses there or people walking on the highway.
What about Scott Road?
Scotts Valley?
Yeah.
A lot of deer that way. It can be dangerous sometimes. But
yeah.
I've been through there about 4 times, but not lately. Probably go through there again sometime soon. Maybe take this one, then take the Miata out there. Get some handling, some seat time in that before I start doing more mods to it, doing any turbo mods to that car.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks for the drive. This is Will, also repping GPE. You're going to be seeing more from him soon. Smash that like button if you want to see more. Subscribe. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We see you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it.
Any parting words before we take off and shoot some HDRs?
I hope you guys enjoy what we do. I know we may not be as as regular as other channels uploading content or doing events and stuff like that, but we're definitely trying. We all, I think it was said in the video before, we're all married. We all have
not to each other, to women.
None of that. So we'll definitely be putting in work as we can, when we have our time, and dedicated to that, and do what we do. Show you guys some love for showing us love. We appreciate it. We thank you guys, and hope to see you in the future with all these other videos that we will have coming your way.
All right, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
All right, until next time, GoPro everything.
Peace.